The man pants with a heavy breath as he declares, "Dead, no heartbeat. I did all I could do," and walks away with his hands on his face, with despair in his heart. The young girl's body is taken away. In such trying times, no preparations were made, and no ceremony held. Grieving was all that could be done. Taken off to the graveyard and placed in a simple pine box, the girl was laid to rest 6 feet under. A string was placed inside the box and attached to a post above the ground with a bell hanging from it, as per tradition for all those who were freshly buried. A simple stone was placed at the head of the grave with the years 1837 through 1856 etched into it. In a wriggling shock, the girl awakens and lurches forward, hitting her head on the wood top. What the? She squints in efforts to see in the pitch darkness. Wait, where am I? She feels around the cool, confined space and finds the string that was laid inside with her. A chill crawls down her spine as she realizes where she is, buried alive under the guise of death. It must have been those flowers. What were they called? Nightshade? No, it can't be. She frantically squirms about inside the box, pushing and banging as hard as she can against the walls, but to no avail. The dirt was too heavy for her to lift. Oh, right. She grips the string and begins to tug at it. Outside, the bell rings, but the sounds are washed away by the roaring of thunder. The tongue of the bell clashes against its metal shell over and over again, each time louder than the last, but no one was around to hear it. What felt like hours had passed, and the girl became weary. The sound of the bell weakened along with her grip. With that, the bell rang one last time. All hope was lost. She began to fall into a deep sleep. The girl shot up to a loud clang of the bell, and a burst of spirit flowed through her. Her feet landed on the cold, wet grass. Oh, thank you! Thank you for saving me. I was so... She looked around, but no one was there. The moonlight shone off the trees, and a breeze flowed through her hair. The girl, confused, set off to find who had dug her up from her grave and thank them. Off to the village she walked, slowly and unsure. Everything looked different, unkempt, like no one had been there for a very long time. The buildings were broken down, dilapidated, mossed and molded over, some even burnt and blowing away with the wind. Out of the village she went to where she had fainted, where she had found the flowers. All had disappeared except for one, a single flower hanging, beautiful as the day she found it. Mesmerized by its blooming beauty, she leans in and takes a deep breath of its sweet aroma. Memories began to flood her mind. The hallucinations that the flower caused, her stumbling about as she became dizzy, falling and not being able to move. Then, darkness. I remember now. Angel's trumpet. I should have known. That's why they buried me. They thought I was dead. She looks down as a gleam of light flickers off the moonlight and into her eye. A bell, the one that hung above her grave. How did you get here? She picks up the bell and looks it over, as shiny as the day it was made. I think I'll keep you, a little keepsake. She gives it a shake, letting it ring out one more time, and attaches the bell to her belt. So, this is where my journey truly begins, I guess. And off she walks into the forest to discover what death has to offer her.